Welcome back to episode 11 of Satisfactory. So, I've been doing a little bit of stuff because I might have, perhaps, perchance, might have accidentally left the world without saving it the other day and realized I'm tired of manually doing these advanced plates here and the rotors, especially since we've been working on the coal farm last episode, and that took a lot of materials. So, I figured I might as well get the go on producing them, but I've also been doing some modifications because I realized we're not getting quite enough water to each of our coal generators with the single pipeline piping in from one side. So what I decided to do was pipe it from both sides to pipe into those. And then what I'm going to do now, since each side's being taken care of, we're going to clear out the middle one here. So we're going to clear out this middle pipeline here. And go like this. Which we can't do because I don't. Is it because I don't have the materials for it? I don't have the materials for it. Okay. Plus, it needs to be up a level. But it's being piped from both sides now. Each side, I have a lot more of these water factories going on down here. So 6 for one side, 7 for the other, and I'm planning on adding more because I plan on extending out the whole system. I also wired everything together so it's not being wired alone, like based on just biofuel. Ooh. And yeah, that's what we've been doing today. Probably been working on this for the last hour or so, so it's definitely has an autosave situated. The thing I wanted to do first was, I'm aware that this is going to clip a little bit, but it's for good. It's for a good cause. We're also gonna go. We gotta go quickly up there. The thing we're working on today is I'm gonna be extending this build out to down here, so we can just tractor up and down. And probably push to do basic steel production milestone. That way, on the other side over there, we can start working on our steel production. But I need to set up a few things beforehand. A pathway between all our locations with our tractor. That way, we just bring over the steel production with the tractor. And have it set up to just go to and fro easily. So we're going to need to set up a huge ramp, probably over on this side. The downside is, if you couldn't tell, because I didn't do my normal thing, it just made it symmetrical with this. It's going to clip if I don't fix it. Something I was thinking about was A, potentially just redoing all of that factory work over here. Let me go to photo mode real quick. So if you can see, like, we have everything around here. The other thing is we, instead of redoing all that, we can just redo all this to be working with that symmetrically, which I don't know what's a bigger pain in the ass. I'll think about it over the course of the next couple episodes and just like clip it a little bit and call it a day. But I would like it to be somewhat pretty. And truth be told, if we move all our stuff over to a center point, we can just pump all the coal and copper overwards, or all the iron, limestone, and copper overwards. What was I doing? I came over here to make some stuff. That way, we can just make it our lives a little smidgen easier. But yeah, that's pretty much the goals for today is get ourselves a huge ramp set up and get the basic steel production milestone done, which ultimately is just a waiting game because everything but the square boxes there, cube things, are being produced right now. And we have plenty of two of the items to not worry about it. We're waiting on the rotors, which shouldn't take long. So let me go ahead and place down this water tank up here. That way the water tank is easily connected to the system and we have an overflow spot. And we'll figure it out. It might be a reconstructor of all this because this isn't spaghetti wire. It's done the way I want it to. But it is a little wonky because, first of all, I don't like the fact that it's asymmetrical. That's a huge irk in my book. I'm trying my best to keep things as symmetrical as I can. We're not gonna worry about that hovering. Not in the slightest. Not right now. Also, the fact that I had to put a hole right here to pipe up bugs me out. So let's get started on making the ramp for the tractor. And when I come back, we potentially will have close to enough rotors where I can just steamroll what we need. Alrighty, we're back. So we got our ramp situation to set up. It's a little sketchy going up. Could fail a few times, but it's fine. It's set up. It just goes vroom, vroom, and then we can come back down here with using our tractor. It'll make life a little easier. Next up, I'm going to set up a bridge over on this side of this and bridge it over. And they have to be about 2 to 3 wide to make it easier to drive the tractor on and not worry about falling in. And then we can easily get between all our production spots with the tractor. I'll be back when that's done and give you guys another update when we get it situated. And then I'm also going to be clearing out this. Actually, I'm going to keep the conveyor belts. The conveyor belts are a little faster to get down without hurting myself when I don't have my tractor. And I'll be right back. And we are back. So I set up this little thing over here to make sure that we can just travel between the areas. I was checking on our production in the meantime. I did delete the tractor because I put it in a spot where I can't easily get back on top. So here's our boy. Oop, there is nothing in it. Oop, come on, there we go. It's not the fastest way up and down, but it's faster than walking. I could use jump pads and stuff like that, but I'm waiting to get to a very specific point just to use the tubes in tier 4, milestone tier 4. Because then we'll just use those to travel around the entire factory instead, which feels better than this. We'll probably keep the tractor system here for moving of materials, but again, I don't even think this is going to stay. I honestly think I'm probably going to rebuild it again, which I'll do on my off time, because I want everything to be down at around the level of the coal factories, especially since they're all generating they're fully generating power. And right now that's all they're doing is they're generating power. I haven't even set up the wiring to bring it up here yet. Which from right here, actually, I could probably do this. Can I get it down right there? Yeah, we can. But I was coming back up to check on our rotors to see if we can get the next milestone out of the way so we can also start working on steel production soon. Get a steel production area set up. And since there's iron right above the coal, I know exactly where we're going to do it. And I genuinely think we're producing so much coal that I can just divert a little bit of it at a slower pace from one of the machines. Let's see how many rotors we got. Because I know we were at 100. Ooh, we're there, actually. 150 rotors. I can easily quickly craft up those, which isn't going to be a pain. And then, what else do we need? We need concrete and wire. So we need a bit of... Oh, I have plenty of wire on my system. I don't know why I was grabbing more. Give me 2 seconds to make 50 of those things. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head, and we'll get this milestone taken. And we're about done with these. So I figured I'd come back in, claim this milestone. And that finishes us off for Tier 3. We're on the Tier 4 milestones, which...
Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can
which I'm thinking we go immediately into this, since we should have those materials.
Elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project
assembly. Definitely have those.
Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
Honestly, we will probably do advanced steel production next, as our next goal, and then do hypertubes. And then once we have the hypertubes, we can just make transportation with utilizing hypertubes between our bases, which might just honestly improve like gameplay and stuff. I've been trying to watch other Satisfactory videos just to see how other people are recording it, to see if I can do it a little bit more entertaining or like figure out what I should do. And I noticed one guy on episode 3 is already a fair bit up. He's further than I am by episode 11, that's for sure. So I'm thinking, and I think he just does a lot more editing towards the stuff than I do. Oh, wire is too long. That is the first time I've experienced that. Now, that is now powering everything up there, which is nice. And since we've got steel manufacturing up and running, let me get on the tractor and head over to the other side. We can look at how we want to do the next bit. Forgot to put a little lip there. I think I could just climb on top of like 1 meters. Yeah. So that lip doesn't really hurt us. What I'm thinking about doing is moving out to the left here and climbing up over the copper there and then climbing over to that iron, so we can usually just travel over to it right now. Which means we gotta go kill some shit. I bet you there's some drop pods over in this area that we haven't found. That'd be cool to find. Cheaper recipes are always nice. Yeah, so what I'll do is set up this platform to get up set up this platform to get up to this iron area here. I think we are now. But we're out of concrete already. That's not surprising. So yeah. Yeah. We'll finish setting up the platform up here for the iron and steel, or primarily steel production. And what I'll do is take from this. I think I'm over one right here. Take from this one. How we're going to do it is we'll have a splitter, and then we'll have an elevator of coal, and then it's going to come up over, and then we're going to set up a bunch of steel production from over here. And then when I get the platform set up and the idea is situated, I'll come back in and show y'all. See you guys in a minute. So I've come back because I made my platform. I ran out of iron plates, otherwise it'd be a little bit more even-ish. But this is going to be the platform for steel production. We're going to pipe coal up from this on this right side here and bring it up. And then we're going to have a line of coal coming up to up here. I can actually move this like this now, knowing where I'm having the coal come from. I will say, comparatively to my other world, it is nice having coal and iron right next to each other for this behemoth of a task. But what I was going to do is I was going to go get more iron plates so I can continue making the elevator coming up here. I'm thinking, I mean, we could probably just use Mach 2 elevators to prioritize the coal coming up. Yeah, we're out of regular iron plates to do that. But now with the Mach 2 elevators, that they will be a little bit easier, but we're gonna have to go grab some iron plates. Actually, this might be enough iron plates, now that I think about it. Ooh, I got an achievement of building 5,000. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And now we go back up to 1, select number 5. Oh, we are completely out of iron plates now. Let's work with this. I'm probably going to cover up this entrance here from up here, and then we'll make some route down to go exploring. We'll do some exploration in the next few episodes. I just want to get the steel production going. We're almost to a very solid point where we're not having to worry about materials soon. And I need to get my sulfur production up and running as well. So give me a couple seconds, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. So I have set up the coal to deposit right in there and the iron to deposit in there. We're going to set up a few foundries up here and then get our steel production done. But however, steel requires a piece of iron equipment that I do not have automation for. In my defense, I don't have automation for a lot of stuff set up. But that'll be next episode. We'll continue doing milestones and stuff then. I wanted to explore over here a little bit before I end this episode. I got about 10 minutes left of recording, so I want to go check out some area that I haven't really looked at before. Let's see. Is this too deep for this thing to drive through? I don't think it is. I think this is... yeah. So I want to go see if we can find another drop pod. I have a feeling that there's going to be a drop pod over there, and I also saw something that made me feel like it might be sulfur or limestone, and I'm hoping for the latter. Let's see, can we just... nope, we cannot run that one over. That's fine. Can we even get up this? I don't know if we can easily get up this with this. I'm not too worried about them spawning. They can't kill me while I'm driving, and that's very fun to abuse. Abusing it is good. Taking advantage of how not to die in this game is very good. And killing things on the way. There's a blue slub there. If we come up this way, we can actually check broccoli. Could have sworn. Excuse me. Could have sworn that we... that looks like limestone. I'm gonna go this way a little bit. That diminishes what that fuel is up here. I was hoping for some sulfur. This is a cute little water platform. Oh. Let's get... yep. I could have sworn I saw something around here that looked a little bit like sulfur. We would like some sulfur, please. Let me just check the... there's gonna be one right there, I know that. I'm just trying to see if there's any sulfur that's... oh. Yeah, there's some over there. Do that. Drop in the water, don't break our legs. I want to do a little bit of traveling. See if there's stuff that we're not eating, because we don't travel or explore enough. Not nearly enough, I should say. Like, this is all unexplored territory. If we look at our map, like, this is all new stuff. For us. Kind of deserty, if you ask me, or oasis like. I don't... excuse me. Eh, I don't think there's close enough sulfur except for the main area, which stinks. Because that's going to take some pipelining. I'm also surprised I don't see a drop ship nearby. That's somewhat surprising. So, blah, 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 blah. Another blue sluggy boy up here, which would incite that we're. Oh, yeah, we're right here. We're gonna make it? Nah, we're gonna fall into the cave. I guess we could probably traverse this cave a little bit in the truck. We don't have to worry about things killing us. And this will give us a bit of lighting while we travel through it. It's gonna be rough terrain traveling through this cave, but that's fine. What I'm hoping for is the last, like, I'm hoping for some of the spider things to be in here to kill. Plenty of mushrooms. Oh, yep, there's some spiders. This is not an easy area to travel through, that is for sure. Let's see. It's on the inside of this cave. Looks like a bunch of quartz ore deposits. That's a good find. The quartz are going to be useful in the late game, mid to late game. A couple other things. Come on, we got this. Yeah, this was a good area to traverse. Let's head back because it's gonna be a pain, and I want to be out of here before we have to end the stream. But good to know about the quartz ore deposits in here. That is, oh god. Come on, back it up. Turn her around. Like, this is solid to find. It was just gonna take some time clearing out, and I'd rather have our gun, which requires a lot of sulfur. Not that I don't know where sulfur's at. I actually do. I know where there's a good amount of sulfur. Another one dead. I don't know what that big purple disc is. It looked like quartz, but it doesn't look like those two. So that'll be intriguing to do. It's good to, like, scout out areas and know where some materials are at just for shenanigans purposes. Oh, God, this rocky terrain is the worst in this thing. Ah, screw this. I could get down and collect those real quick and then hop back on the tracker. I just really don't feel like dealing with the spiders. And I know it doesn't despawn, so I'm not too worried about it. But this is a deeper cave than I thought, and we might have to take an entire episode to, like, traverse it and see what's in there. Especially with that quartz in there. That quartz is going to be so helpful when we get further down the road. So that's going to wrap up episode 11. We set up the start of steel production. In between episodes, what I'll take care of is I'll set up the I'll get them the iron, more iron materials automating up there. That way we have all of it started. And from there, we'll sort out what we need to do. Let me just make sure. It looks like we're still pretty stocked on coal. I just want to double check the left, double check the one that's getting pulled from, because as you can tell, there are gaps comparatively. So the left side's not achieving more as much coal. Yeah, so that will be a concern. I think I'm gonna have to swap it over to Mach 1 to Mach 2, make it so that it's Mach 2 coming up this way and Mach 1 going up, down. And yeah, as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all next time, where we push through and do more production and do more exploration. Hopefully, we can get to complete phase 2 by episode 20. That'd be wonderful. Anyways, everybody have a nice day. Bye bye.